Check, check, check. Looks like everything's working. Today on First Cup, I'm gonna tell you about what I've been doing since I saw you last, which was Thursday. So stick around. We're rolling in 15. All right. Let me close everything. Okay. Oh. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today is Monday, February 28th, 2022. My name is Jeremy, and I have not found coffee yet, so I got water. Oh, I really want coffee. Like, I did a quick search in the immediate area, and there's nowhere I can get coffee. There was nowhere I could get coffee that would work out for the show. So there's a coffee maker, but no coffee. I may have to go hunt down some coffee. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, everyone else. Thanks for joining me. Good morning, Dennis. Dennis says, always start the day with water. Absolutely. I've been drinking plenty of water. It was a long night. It's a fun night. Good morning, Andy, Daniel. Yeah, so I'm in Belize. How crazy is this? Good morning, Cato. All right, so Kelly says, oh, no coffee. Thank you for still joining us. Of course, I told you I would if I could. All right, so I'll run through what's happened. I'll bring you up to date. What's going on? How did we get here? All right, I was up early Friday, and by early, I mean really early because I couldn't sleep because I was excited. I don't usually have a hard time sleeping, but I was up at 2 a.m. I had to get up at 3, but I was up at 2. So I got up, had coffee, did the last couple of things I needed to do. Got to the airport, and there was actually traffic, like a line to get in to through security. Can you hear that? This whole place is golf carts and mopeds. And people start panicking. They're like, oh, my flight's gonna leave. I'm like, you guys, it's Burlington. It'll be fine. It was fine. It was definitely fine. And we left a little late because they had to de-ice the plane. So those of you in the Northeast, it seems like that storm, if I was flying out even a little bit later, I may not have made it. That's kind of what I was able to tell. Daniel says, you were up an hour early. You should have gone live and done First Cup at 2 a.m. I honestly thought about it, but figured you would be the only person who would show up. Dennis says the paparazzi were tipped off about your flight. If only. You know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with paparazzi. Don't follow me around. That does not seem like a good aspect of life. So got on the plane, left a little late, which meant my layovers were very short. Less than an hour for both of them. Less than an hour in Charlotte, less than an hour in Miami. And got to Belize, got off the plane. It was brutally hot. Good morning, Stacy. And how do I describe it? When you go outside on an unexpectedly hot day and you're like, oh, yeah, that's how you feel outside all the time. It is hot. It is hot. Last night, well, let's see, what is it now? So it's an hour behind here and it's 75. It's 5:30 here, it's dark, and it's 75 degrees. So that gives you an idea of what it's like. So I did a couple days on the mainland, went to the zoo, saw some great animals, ate some great food. The hotel I stayed at had a restaurant on the roof, and I ate all of my meals there because the food was really good. And there's something about charging food to your room that it makes it feel like it's not real. price of things here isn't bad. Everything's listed in Belize dollars, which it's 2 to 1, so it's half the price, and most things are half the price. So that's pretty good. I'll take it. Already got a sunburn that took about 90 minutes first thing in the morning of walking around. I was like, it's fine. It's early enough. I won't need to. My neck. Can you see around my neck? Yeah, it's pretty red. I'm trying to deal with that before I do any water stuff, because if I go out right now, I got my hat. Got my hat. So got on a boat to get here yesterday, and wonderful breeze, and everything's just, it's a mixture of chaos. It's controlled chaos. Like everything's it's just a little nuts, but it's okay. And I think that's the best way to think of it. So I get here, make it to this hotel, which it's a small apartment that I'm staying in. This place is really nice. This is what I got. Oh, this is one room. The bedroom's in there. And a lot of you know what it's like in a small town, and you have people who have multiple businesses. The check-in for the hotel is a hardware store on the first floor. And when the guy was running my card for the golf cart that apparently I needed, which I did need, he had a bank of credit card terminals, because you need a different credit card terminal for each business. And there was just a line of them. So who knows how many businesses this guy was running. But I got in a golf cart and I just started driving. There's one main road, and I just took it. I just started driving. Let's get my lay of the land. I'll find a place to eat. And I ended up at this place that it's pretty much the top thing on lists of things to do that everybody mentions, called Secret Beach. It's not a secret. It's a complete misnomer. And it was insane. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of people there. And when you hear something like Secret Beach, you're like, oh, that sounds like a great place to swim. No, it's pretty much a collection of beach bars. And, I checked it out. Probably would have been somewhat fun with other people if I was with people I knew. Yeah, Daniel says, secret, but on all the lists of stuff to do. Yeah. And Ray says, glad you were no longer on fire, thank you. And Dennis likes the place. Whoa, that's a sweet setup, thank you. Yeah, I was hoping there was coffee in one of those drawers. There was not. I did not plan ahead. So I drove back, and I was like, okay, this place is kind of cool, but hopefully I can find something else. So I parked the golf cart, which, you've got to lock them up. It's got just this bar. You just drop a padlock through it. Because apparently golf carts all use the same key. Who knew? And bring up Google Maps, and I'm like, hey, Google, I need some food. It's like, oh, there's a kind of a bar restaurant right there. It's a 2-minute walk. And it was awesome. It was so much more what I was looking for. Had some drinks, had some more drinks, had some great food, talked to a bunch of people, talked to locals, talked to a bunch of people from the Northeast, folks from Canada, more folks from Canada, New York, all over the place. Ended up connecting with some locals, and they were showing me around, taking me to different bars, and just having a really good time. And it's just kind of a fun spot to be. What else can I say about yesterday? There's just something nice about sitting, looking over the water, being warm, but not too warm because you're under cover and there's a breeze, and having something to eat. Just It's just not a bad way to spend some time. I'm watching out the window because I want to catch the sunrise, and I don't know if that's going to happen while I'm talking to you guys. But if it is, then I will do my best to bring the laptop up because I can get on the roof and we'll see if we can watch the sun come up. If it happens, cool. If not, I'm not worried about it. I will take pictures. In fact, if you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing all the shots. I'm putting a lot of things up there. I'm not going to bombard people on Facebook with photo after photo after photo. That's not really appropriate. But my Instagram story, that's where I'm putting that stuff. What else to say? Everyone drives their golf cart at full speed almost all the time. There are speed bumps. Most of them are unintentional. There we go. That was a tough word for some reason. And golf carts have no suspension, so you're doing this the whole time. Stacey says, a whole family of Vermonters I know are also there this week. Have as much fun as you dare. Thank you. Kelly says, ugh, I guess I have to become an Instagrammer. I think you can get to it from the website. My username is Jeremy Lesniak, so you shouldn't have a hard time finding me. Instagram.com/Jeremy Lesniak, I think is all you should need to do. Thank you, Andy. Andy's off. So that was yesterday and really bringing it up until now. What am I doing today? Not much. Still going to recover from the sunburn. I'll take a shower once I'm done here talking to you guys. I'm going to go find some coffee and just kind of figure out more what's going on. Get some breakfast. Just trying not to do I'm not trying to do much. Trying not to do much. You know what I mean. Yeah, Daniel has posted the link to my Instagram in the chat. Thank you. There's an airplane. No, I thought that was an airplane. That's a truck. Sounds like a big diesel truck. Very few cars on the island. So, if you guys have questions, I'll answer them. If I remember correctly, let me double check. I think Frank just asked that I talk about Belize. Tell us all about your weekend in Belize. Did that. And I don't think anybody left anything in the Facebook group. Let me check. Because I did post. Got one comment. Oh, and it's Kelly posted a link to the book, The Empty Pot, that we talked about on Thursday. Thank you for doing that. Daniel says, looking at the pictures now, looks awesome. It really is. Kelly says, I went to Bermuda a long time ago and everyone zipped around on mopeds. As a visitor, you could only rent mopeds. However, neither me or my girlfriend could pass the test. The guys looked at us and said, you take taxi. That's funny. Yeah, golf carts. Kind of want one now. I don't know what I would do with it, but it's kind of fun. So if you all have questions, I'll answer them. Give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm just gonna go wander away, find coffee, and take a shower. Because both are needed. I don't know which one first. Probably the shower. Because that'll wake me up. But it's still really dark. Really dark. I'm gonna see where. Yeah, sunburn. Kelly says, did you say how your pants caught on fire? Yeah, so I posted a couple updates on Facebook. The shorts that I'm wearing are polyester. Stacy says, careful with hot water on the sunburn. Yes, thank you. So as the sun went down, it wasn't bad, but there were some bugs coming out. They went around, they put mosquito coils out, and I didn't realize, but I was standing near one of them and must have touched my shorts to the mosquito coil and singed a hole in them. Oh well, I lost my flashlight too, my little clicky flashlight, because it was in my pocket, and these things have no friction. And I pulled out the golf cart key, and it must have fallen out. Oh well. Daniel says he was obviously lying. I don't know what I was lying about, but I must have been lying about something. Then it says that he loved Bermuda, but he never rode a moped. I did Bermuda on a cruise. There's a cruise that comes out of Boston, there was, that would go to Bermuda, and you had 3 nights at Bermuda. And it was fun. It wasn't really my scene. I like exploring. I like wandering around. I like going for walks. I like checking things out. The big thing, so Kelly said, what water stuff are you thinking about doing? So Belize has the second biggest coral reef. Australia, the Great Barrier Reef, that's the biggest one. The second biggest one is right there. Like where I had dinner and drinks last night, you could see it. It's like right there. And there are tons of dive and snorkel trips. And I have no interest in scuba. It's too much work, too much money. But snorkel, I'm not the biggest fan of snorkeling. It's fun, but I tend to go too low and take on water. But to have the opportunity to swim with sharks and turtles and rays and eels, I'll do that. That sounds kind of cool. So plan for that is tomorrow. That's the day. So I'm going to try to stay out of the sun today and try to make that happen for tomorrow. Jenny says, your flashlight was one of your tactical items. What will you do now? I brought a spare. Kelly says, I love snorkeling. Dana says, turtles take pizza. I don't know how I'm getting pizza into the water. I could put it in a Ziploc bag. I have plenty of those. I packed everything in a bag. It's funny coming through customs. They're giving you, there's all this paperwork and all these things you had to do, and I had to get my test, my COVID test. Shetty says, always over prepared. Yeah, that is me. When I got off the boat here, I'd seen some folks who were coming. I heard one of them talking. They were from Boston, and he saw my big case, my duffel, and he's like, "Oh, you must be here." I'm like, "No, it's 3 nights." You just kind of look at me like, if I'm going to bring a bag, I'm going to fill it with stuff. Why not? Well, I'm going to do my best to keep posting photos and relaxing. And I'm probably going to take a nap because I'm still tired. Because I didn't get to bed until 11. There's a curfew on the island that everyone actually respects, which surprised me. Daniel says, with respect to COVID, I can still highly recommend you don't catch it. It sucks. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Hope it's getting better. Hope it continues to get better. But I will, I'll do the show tomorrow. And you can leave me some questions or some comments. If you want to talk about martial arts as it relates to travel and vacations, there are a lot of things that we can talk about there. So happy to answer questions. Happy to take the direction in whatever way you all want to take it. So thanks for coming by. And we've actually been selling a surprising amount of stuff while I've been gone, which has been kind of fun. I had to send some emails over the weekend to people saying, I can't send out this gear and I can't autograph this book and other things because I'm away. Do you want me to refund or do you want to wait? Everybody's writing back that they'll wait, so that's cool. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy says, enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your day as well. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. So take care, all that. Be well. Good